Welcome back to another Trading 212 portfolio review. So today I'll be discussing my Trading 212 portfolio, going over how the three stocks have done this week. Before getting into it, if you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. I'm on a goal to get to 2,000 subs. Also, leave a comment and like the video as well if you like what you see, and get the engagement going on the video. Helps boost my channel out to more people and helping my channel grow. So it's been an interesting week in the stock market this week. I was going to do this video yesterday, which is on the Friday, but the market opened when I was doing it and it just sort of went crazy. So I just sort of, I didn't do it in the end. But it's been an interesting week. So we can see now the overall value of the portfolio is £3,037.76, and my return is 9.21% or £256. So in the last week, we are up around 4%, which is quite good, 4.5%. And in the month, we are up also around 6-7%. So it's been quite a good month. You can see the dotted line, which is my if it was below that, would have been in the red. So we're seeing quite decent gains in the portfolio, and we'll have a look into the stocks now and see how good certain stocks have done this week or bad. So the first stock on the list is Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. They closed yesterday slightly down at 0.51%, but in the week we have seen them climb back up a little bit. They were struggling before that. There was obviously they reached up to the $156 mark, or a little bit higher, and after a good run previous to that, they was up quite a lot. But since then they went down all the way down to 139, and I did expect them to pull back a little bit, maybe not to that extent, but we did see a little bit of recovery after that and leading to where we are now at $148. But again, Apple is an amazing company, a huge company, and one which over the long term will pretty much, not guaranteed, nothing's guaranteed, but you'll be seeing decent results off them. So a bit more into my investment. So I currently have just over 10 shares, and my profit or returns is £150 at the moment, or 16.09%. My average cost is $128 or £93.05. This stock, if I probably would want to average down a little bit, even though it is underneath my average cost currently. I think if you see a dip with Apple, even if you are still over your average cost, then I would take advantage of this. So that's the first stock on the list, which is Apple. And next is the worst performing stock in my portfolio at the moment, which is Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO. As we can see, I'm currently down just under 20% or £150. So they closed on Friday at 1.15% down. Again in the week down again, and in the last month they're down again, just almost 6%. But as we can still see in the year, they're up 841%. They did have that spike up to $15 back in January, February time, but since then they've sort of struggled. But again, it was sort of stock hype and Reddit and all that was going on at the time, so it did sort of pump this stock up. Although I do think this stock really is a great pick for the future, all that they've got going on with the Sapphire tool, which is an incredible tool if you want to look that up, the Sapphire system. So yeah, 168 shares, value is £628, and I'm down obviously 20% nearly. My average cost is $6.03 or £4.60. So what's been going on with them recently? They've recently acquired a company. I can't remember. I think it's Biodiscovery, worth $100 million, and I think this is basically to sort of enhance their capabilities in the genome space, analysing different variants and just getting everything up to speed there, really. But that's an interesting buy, so that's a good bit of catalyst news for Bionano. Again, I'm in this stock for the long term, not just the short term fluctuations. I do see this being a $15-20 stock in the next couple of years, definitely, unless we get some hype like we did back then to push it up even further. But for now, I'm just holding tight with this stock. And the final stock on my portfolio update this week is Tesla, and these are the best performing stock in the week and overall in my portfolio. So we can see I'm up 24% with Tesla, or £256. So they finished yesterday up 1.81% up, or £16, and they have reached the all-time high, which they got back in. Originally it was back in January, and then since then the stock had a quite big decline, and I've been holding this stock since it was down here at the under $600. Obviously, it's always going to be a big company, and it's going to return huge gains in the stock market for years to come, I think. And since then, we have just been on an absolute ride, and you can see in the last 3 months, £260 up, the last month £157 up, and the last week £66. Sorry, not dollars, not pounds, that is. So just over 2 shares. Again, I'm hoping this grows enough in the future where we get another stock split and I end up getting more shares, so that would be interesting. So at the moment, the £1,300 investment overall, and the return is 24%. So my average cost is $727 or £532. So we've had a few good weeks for Tesla regarding to news. They smashed the Q3 vehicle deliveries, and again, they also smashed the Q3 earnings. Again, this is all good catalysts for this stock. I did expect it to actually go down after the earnings report, even though it was good, as that does tend to happen, but there was no real controversy this time around it. They pretty much had profit in every sort of department, the automotive and etc. But there was no sort of Bitcoin this time taking, like in the last earnings, I think it was Q2, they reported that Bitcoin was a large part of their earnings, which again, I know it's not technically from something the company produces, but if they are using that and it's making the company money, then I don't see why not. So that is it for this week's portfolio update. Let me know what you think of all the stocks in my Trading 212 portfolio. Leave a comment and a like. It really does help the algorithm out. And also, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the stocks as well. And if you think I've got not enough stocks, I know I've not got enough stocks. I do plan on adding more in the future, as I've touched on. But anyway, let me know what you think anyway. I'm going to leave you to it today. Take care. Bye.